We all know about the rosy picture of Canada, students coming here to study in a different culture, making a new life for themselves. So that's well known. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things I don't like about Canada or 5 struggles that international students have to face when they come to Canada. Welcome to Bani Abroad. I make videos on studying and settling abroad. So if you do not want to lose out on crucial information regarding that, subscribe to my channel right away and also hit that bell icon. Talking about the struggles, the first one is what makes me miss India. And the struggle is that everything here is so far away. For example, the grocery stores, the department stores, and if you need one single thing, you have to make an entire trip to that nearby store and then purchase that stuff. Suppose you are out of tomatoes and you want to make that vegetable that you are craving for. You can't unless you make an entire trip, go there and bring it back. And it's unlike in India where it was so convenient. You didn't even have to go anywhere. The sabzi wala would come in front of your house and you could purchase. And even if the timing was off, you could just go 1 or 2 lanes away and there you would get it. I know that having all these places not everywhere in Canada is what makes Canada systematic. But then the convenience is lacking here. I miss those Indian Kiryana stores where we used to get everything in need of emergency. And here, instead of Kiryana stores, we have those vending machines, which I think are worthless. They just have junk stuffed inside them, be it the chips, the chocolates, or the cold drinks. I remember I had to go look for a part-time job, and for that I needed to print my resume, and Schulich was closed because it was COVID, and I had to find a place first and then go there and come back and then go to the places where I had to drop my resume. So that takes a lot of effort and you don't get the convenience that you used to get in India. The second thing that makes me miss India is the transportation system here. If you don't have a car, then it becomes so difficult because if you have to go somewhere, then it takes extra time plus extra effort because you have to see first what's the route that you are going to take, what's the bus number that you want to take, and then also there are different fares. Suppose if you have to go to Mississauga from Toronto, then there are the Go buses which charge extra, so there's a lot of hassle. And also if the frequency is not that much, then you have to wait at the bus stop for the bus to come and then you can go somewhere. Even though the auto rickshaws and the rickshaws used to make Indian roads chaotic, but I miss that because if you don't have your own vehicle and you have to go somewhere, then you just say, hey, stop, I want to go there, and there is your ride and you don't have to wait. Obviously there is this convenience of cabs, but then these become expensive for students. And in India there are so many players of taxi service that they have to keep their price optimized so that they don't run out of customers. But in Canada there are only a few taxi services, Lyft, Uber, and 1 or 2 more. But if you don't take the Uber, then you have to waste your time and then go somewhere. That's one another trouble. Sometimes I crave authentic Indian food and I know Brampton is the place to go for that, but Brampton is 1.5 or 2 hours from the place where I stay. If it were India, I could have easily gone to Brampton, but that's not the case. Especially in winters, it can get a little uncomfortable because if your bus is not expected to come right on time or there is some lag, then you have to stand in the snow and wait for the bus. To tell you a personal story, I've cried because of this transportation system. I didn't know that the streets were built in such a manner that there was one long entire street and there were different intersections. So the moment that first bus stop came with that street name, I stepped down because I didn't know that this is the same street and there are going to be different intersections because I was used to the Indian system of allocating road names. I stood there and I'm waiting for another bus and it took 30 minutes for the other bus to come, and it was my first month and it was pathetic because already it used to take me 2 years to come back from my school to the place that I was living for the first month. So this was one hardship, but now I've gotten smart regarding these things and I know that these things exist. So if you are coming for the first time and you will be traveling by the TTC, so if they say that this avenue, make sure that you step out of the bus only the desired intersection of that street, because this is going to be huge one street and there are going to be a lot of intersections. So I just stepped out at the first intersection where I heard the name of that street. So don't commit this mistake, otherwise you will have to wait, and that is annoying. I came outside to record this video, as you can see, but I was happy that it's not that cold today. But as the sun is setting, it's becoming so cold right now, and I've started feeling cold, and I'm glad that I have this with me. Third struggle is also a huge struggle, especially for me, and so would it be the case for all the vegetarians coming to Canada. It's true that you can get Indian things from grocery stores, and also if there's something which is missing at Walmart or if they don't sell it, then you can go to the Indian bazaar and you will get access to almost everything that you would need. But I'm not talking about raw materials, I'm talking about meals, I'm talking about restaurants, dine-ins. So if you are going to a mall, and this has happened with me, so I go to the food court and I go the full circle or the full square, however the building is built, and then I get to identify only one or two places from where I can eat, because those are the only ones that will serve good vegetarian food. That's why I need to go to Brampton, but then there's that transportation thing. Talking about the fourth struggle, winters are damn long. It's only September 20th and I'm wearing this, and winters would stretch till April, and that's too long. Right now you're seeing trees behind me, you're seeing the leaves, but in winters there will be nothing left. This grass would be so dull, these trees would have no leaves, and it would all get so dull and it would remain dull for a long time. So that's one thing I don't like about being in Canada. But of course, when you see that first snow, that first fresh snowfall, you are spellbound by that beauty. But as soon as people start walking on that snow or start driving on the road, then it is not a good sight. Coming to the last struggle, the fifth struggle, which is not having a jet in the bathroom. That's so damn annoying. To be honest, I can't ever get accustomed to using just the toilet paper. That's simply so gross for me, and that's not the thing for me. But this trouble can be avoided if you are buying a home or if you are renting a home. Then you can check at most places it's not there, but if you buy your own home, then you can install that. So that's one thing you should definitely keep in mind. So these were the 5 things that I don't like about Canada, and hopefully I'll get adjusted to these, and some problems will solve with time, like getting a jet in the bathroom. So if you like the video, then subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, and don't forget to press the like button.